Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in again. Hey, I wanted to talk about slavery, whether we're free or are we slaves. In many of my videos, I've always mentioned slavery never ended. It has been perfected. But you can obtain a level of freedom, whether you believe it or not, even in this corrupt, debt-based system. Does having a lot of these in the bank or a lot of this in your safe, does that represent freedom? I don't think so. Up until a certain point, I guess it does. When you retire, it does represent some type of freedom. But the freedom that we come to believe in really doesn't exist. I mean, even in the Bible, and I hate to offend anybody, nor do I profess to be an expert with the Bible, but even in the Bible, it mentions that everybody should work. No, there should be no idle hands. Everybody should work for what they want, and for that matter, to eat. And so on that level, I think we all need to work. We all are going to be slaves unto ourselves to a point. And that's exactly what I'm trying to lead to. We all need to be a slave unto ourselves and not to another person. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is getting out of debt. When you're in debt, whatever your interest rate is, and it can be very varying. It can be, you know, that 10% interest rate all the way up to 29 or whatever the percentage of these credit cards nowadays. When you go to work, you're actually working for these credit card companies, these bankers, to pay off the interest. Hopefully you're able to pay off some of the principal of that loan. So therefore, going to work each and every day, perhaps 30% of that paycheck needs to go to debt. The remaining 70% needs to go to financial obligations, such as your mortgage or your rent or food, electricity, and the list goes on and on and on until your money runs out and you have nothing left over to put into savings towards yourself. I always preach stacking silver. Stacking silver is something I preach. Putting cash away in your home. You don't need the bankers to hold it for you so they can make more money off of you. Having an emergency fund at home is investing in yourself. But you're not able to invest in yourself if you're a slave to other people. In many of my videos, I always say stack silver, and I always get comments in the comment section. Well, what about paying off debt? That goes without saying. Paying off debt is #1 priority before stacking silver. It should be your #1 priority before anything else is getting out of debt. I guess the point of this video is be a slave to yourself. Obviously, we're always going to have to work to put food in our mouths, to pay the mortgage. There's no way around that. But do not get yourself in a situation, I hate to preach, where you are working for other people to pay off your debt. And that's why I think a lot of people are very unhappy, is they know 30–40% of their work has to be allocated to pay off interest on their debt. So I think I can speak for myself. I'm still in a little bit of debt, but nowhere as what I used to be. And I can tell you, the more debt I pay down, the freer I feel. Honestly, I feel happier, I feel less stress in my life, and I feel more of a reward going to work, because I know going to work now more and more and more is about me, is about paying myself, is about having the ability, after each and every payment of my debt, driving it down. I know I'm able to invest in myself for the future, for when I retire. If I'm in debt to the day I retire, I'll never be able to retire. And I think that's what a lot of people are facing now, the inability to retire. Anyway, folks, live for tomorrow, not for today. I hope this video has been inspirational. Please click the like button and click the button that notifies you of my next upcoming video. Take care.